Hello and welcome to the organ loft of Westminster Presbyterian Church in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm Frank Dodd, the Director of Music and organist here, and just coming to you today with an update from our organ project. If you've been following the project, you know that it's a three-phase project. The first phase was begun actually during the pandemic back in March or so. We had the pipes and wind chests and blower from the original sanctuary organ installed in our new sanctuary organ chamber. This was a project that had been in the works for quite some time, so we're excited that it's coming together. That was phase one. Phase two was integrating the organ console with those actual pipes so that the console would play the pipes. And that process, that part of phase two has been accomplished already. And now today we're here at phase three, the beginning of it, which is the voicing of the pipes and then eventually the voicing of the digital sounds of the organ, really to get each sound to sound its best. And we're going to have a chance to hear from the two organ technicians who are here today voicing the pipes. Very excited to have you with us. So here we are with two important guys in the project. The first is Chuck Gibson. He's the vice president now of Gibson Organ Specialties. And we have Doug Weimer, and Doug has been a really important person in this project all along. So let's start with Doug. Doug, you're president of Buch Organ Company, and just explain a little bit of what you've done in coordinating both the digital and the pipe end of our organ project.
Well, as the president of Buch Pipe Organ Company, Fred Buch's legacy has been that we do a lot of hybrid instruments, and they became kind of a specialty. For over 30 years, Chuck has been associated, this guy, with pipe organs and hybrid organs that Buch have done. So he's been an essential part, and we love that because he's one of the best. But my part in this is basically the design aspect to help you interface what you would like to have done with the organ with those people that need to get the job done. And that would be Walker Technical and Gibson Pipe Organ Specialties.
And the neat part about Chuck is that if you were to go back to 1982 to the original sanctuary with our Rogers hybrid organ, the pipes that we're installing here came originally from that organ. But the guy who did the final tuning in 1982 on those pipes was Chuck. And it's so wonderful to have him back full circle here to be the voicer and for his company to be the one that's reinstalling these same pipes into our sanctuary. So Chuck, I'm just curious, do you remember 1982 here at Westminster Pres?
I remember it very well, and Mr. Buch had contacted me to come help him with some tuning and installation work, and we immediately hit it off on a working partnership, and for years I maintained many of his organ installations. But the day he hired us to work with him, this was the first organ he brought me to see, and we tuned it and maintained it for all the years that it was in the old sanctuary.
Really neat history, and I guess the truth is you're not the president anymore of your own company. There's a new generation.
That's correct. I started my company about that same time, and through the years we grew the company and expanded a little bit, and around 1993 I hired Steve Jones to be one of our associates, and he's now the president of the company.
So we're going to get to meet Steve in just a second. We're going to take you behind the scenes into the organ chamber where Steve has been the one doing the voicing on the pipes. Chuck has been seated here at the console and will hold down notes and yell back to Steve some instructions about how to manipulate the pipe itself to get it to speak its best. So we're about to go back here into the chamber to meet Steve. So here we are in the organ chamber, and I'm with Steve Jones. He's now the president of Gibson. And how long have you been president of the company?
Going on just over 2 years now.
Over 2 years. And Steve was here actually back in March to do phase one of the project, which was installing all of this. We've got blowers, we've got wind chests, we've got 480 pipes. Again, all of this from our old sanctuary. And now at phase 3 in the project, Steve is back with Chuck, and they're doing the fine detail work, the voicing. And it's individually done on each of the 400 different pipes, right?
Yes.
So what did you do first when you arrived on site? You didn't start into voicing, but what came first?
The first thing we did is knocked it in tune roughly so we could hear what the pipes are going to do. We did some sampling with it to see what the pipes will work and how far we can push them. And then we started bringing it together, and with your help, we have a baseline that we build off of.
And I'll tell you, I was so excited once they tuned up these pipes before even voicing and getting to hear what the sound is out in the sanctuary. It's just wonderful. It's better than I could have imagined, and the work's not even done yet because they're going to go through and voice each pipe. So a part of what we want you to see is Steve voicing these pipes, and Chuck is out at the console. He's going to be holding notes. So we're going to let you see what that looks like.
Hi, I'm Doug Weimer with Buch Organ Company. I'm here with Steve Jones of Gibson Pipe Organ Specialties. And Steve, it seems that we have a number of tools laid out here for you to work on the voicing of the pipes with. And I've got one here that kind of looks like a boot. What does this do?
That's a languid tool that's used to push the languid down inside the pipe to help with the speech.
Okay. And this one kind of looks like a dentist instrument of some sort. You've probably seen this recently if you had a dental appointment.
That is a lipping knife that there's various sizes there that you can use to manipulate the lips of the pipes in and out to help with the speech.
So there's more to the dentistry thing than Okay, we're working in the mouth here.
Yep.
Okay. And what's this guy?
That's a cone for enlarging the toe of the pipe to help more air get through, make the pipe louder or softer.
Excellent.
So after that behind the scenes look into phase 3 of our organ project, you might be wondering, so what's left? And all of the pipe voicing that you saw happening by the Gibson company will be completed here by the end of this week. But Walker Digital, that's the company that has created all of the digital voices that are the core of our organ. Well, Walker Digital needs to come back and do voicing on the original digital voices to help them match the quality of the organ now that we've added in real pipes. So the project is not done yet, though we're in the final stretch. Lord willing, by the end of September, the organ will be completely finished. All of the upgrades and the pipe additions will be finished. And you'll be able to hear it for the first time in worship, again, hopefully by the end of September. Stay tuned. There will certainly be announcements. And in the bulletin for the Sunday that the organ's finished, I hope to showcase it off in special ways so that our congregation can hear what we've gained through this whole process. And then it's in November, the 14th, the Saturday night, where we're going to have an organ rededication concert. That's going to feature the president of Buch Organ Company, Doug Weimer, who you met here today. He's a fabulous organist. And also it will feature our organ consultant, Colin Halland from 10th Pres in Philadelphia. He helped us get this project put together. And it will also feature 5 or 6 other of our own organists. So we're really excited about that concert that will be the rededication of our organ. So stay tuned for more updates, and I'm eager for you all to hear the finished product in person. It is just delightful, and we're praising God for how it's all coming together. Thanks for tuning in.